think they finally made a fresh pot.
Oh, thanks.
Are we the last ones left?
Yeah, Danny and Dad went home to relieve the babysitter. Oh. But they're gonna shower and change and come back. Holly had to go to the newspaper. Mel's actually there.
He's doing the same. No change. Rick's failing.
Oh,
no. God. I'm not supposed to be doing this.
What? Having feelings? Says who?
I just feel like that I'm the least person that has any right to cry.
Oh, why? Because you haven't known him as long as we have? I mean, that doesn't mean that you love him any less. We know that.
You have to be kidding me. You don't have to be so strong just because you have an MD after your name, Mel.
It's just getting to know Rick and falling in love with him. He's just been such a gift to me. I've spent all these years in med school learning how to help people, and I can't even help my own husband.
Is Rick?
No. He's still the same.
Where's Lillian? I have to find Lillian.
I'm gonna go keep an eye on her, okay?
I can't believe this is happening. To Rick. Rick. Makes everything else seem pretty trivial, doesn't it?
Well, on a good note, right now, Gus is dropping off Zach at your house as we speak.
Why? What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I knew that you wanted to spend more time with him, so I thought that I would oblige you.
Well, thanks. That means a lot.
It's just sort of an olive branch.
Okay. I'll take it that way.
Oh, look, it's okay, Gus. You can go. I'll watch Zach.
Lizzie, are you trying to get rid of me?
No, of course not.
Are you sure? Maybe you're a little bit awkward around me because of your involvement with the whole Marina mess?
Maybe.
Oh, well, you know something? There's a real quick way out of that. You want to know what it is? What? Hey, Gus. Yes, Lizzie. I'm very sorry about what happened, and I just didn't mean it, and I had nothing to do with it, and I'm sorry. Like, really? And I would say, you know what? Well, I don't blame you. I didn't blame you. And I have forgotten about the whole thing.
Really? You're not mad at me?
Really, I am not mad at you.
Well, I'm sorry for what I did. Really, really sorry. The way Marina described it, we were doing a good thing, protecting Harley, but deep down, I knew that she was up to something mean.
Well, maybe this happened for a good reason, you know? Sometimes if somebody tells you to do something, you just shouldn't do it if it doesn't feel right. And even if that person that's saying to do it, you know, if that's a person that you look up to, it doesn't matter.
Oh, I don't look up to Marina anymore. I can't trust her as far as I can throw her now.
Well, you don't have to go that far in the other direction either. I mean, Marina's not a bad kid. She's just a little bit misguided sometimes, you know, that's all. But what I'm saying is you should follow your gut, you know? Your gut's usually always right. Did you ever hear that expression, to thine own self be true? It's good advice, real good advice.
Good advice from Gus Itoro? I doubt it.
The water is high, I cannot cross o'er, and neither have I two wings to fly. Give me a boat that can carry two, and we both shall row, my love and I, and and we both shall row.
Sleep well, Richard.
No. No.
Someone there?
What are you doing here?
I'm keeping a promise to the woman I love.
But how?
Well, we had a rendezvous, right? We had a date, remember?
But then you...
Well, I'm a little late, I'm sorry. But here I am, finally.
I don't understand.
Let's not waste time. Words are pointless now. This is all that matters. I want to make love to you.
Why haven't we heard back from the Atlanta den?
Well, they know to call.
Well, what about Boston?
Boston knows too.
Well, we have to call again, Lillian.
Well, we can call every 10 minutes, but they know the protocol. Rick is at the top of the recipient list. They do this all day, every day. The minute a donor heart comes, they will call us.
Well, I can't just wait. I mean, there's got to be something I could do. I can't just twiddle my thumbs while Rick is laying in some hospital bed. Look, I'll call myself. You know, maybe if they hear from a doctor.
They'll tell you just what they tell me. And probably Jenny in Atlanta will ask to talk to me because I probably talked to her 11 times today. I'm up to speed.
I'm sorry, Lillian.
I know. I understand, Mel. I understand. You're not a doctor right now. Your wife is terribly worried, and I don't blame you. But trust me, I love Rick very much myself.
Hey, there you are. Just getting worried about
Michelle, why did he do this? You know, why did he give away a transplant? I mean, why did he give away his one chance to live to somebody else?
because he's Rick. Come on.
I was here last night, right after they admitted Rick, and for about 45 minutes or so, he really rallied, and he was Rick, you know, and we had a talk. We had a really good talk.
I'm so jealous. When I got here, he was already sleeping, and he's just been out of it ever since.
Yeah, I know. But listen, I told him that if anything happens to him, I will look out for Jude as well as Zach. And I mean that, Harley. Financially, emotionally, whatever. I will be there.
Oh, how did you have that conversation? I mean, in what context did that come up?
Well, I told you, it was right after the...
Did Rick seem worried? Did he say that he thought maybe I couldn't take care of Zach and Jude on my own?
No. It was nothing like that. Nothing like that. I was just trying to reassure him that if need be, I would look out for Jude, and for you, for all of you.
Because I can't take care of myself. Because I make bad choices all the time.
Why do you always have to be so defensive?
So that you can sweep in and save the day again.
All I was trying to do was to give Rick a little.
Well, you know what? You don't have to worry about it because I don't need you. Because I'm doing just fine on my own.
On your own? Mm-hmm. Oh, good. So you got rid of the lying, chain-smoking former juvenile delinquent. Hallelujah.
Had to bring up Gus again, didn't you?
No, I didn't bring him up. You brought him up. The second you got your back up. Of course, we all know why. Because you are involved with somebody that absolutely nobody likes or approves of. Not even Frank. And every day you're just compounding the mistake. But you know all this. You're just too stubborn to admit it.
You know, I gotta say something to you, Big Al. This little visit was kind of a bonus, if you know what I'm saying. Because Harley letting Phillip spend a little extra time with Zach is just coming from the goodness of her heart, the kindness of her heart. You follow me? So if you can't respect that, or you can't respect me, maybe I'll just take the kid out of here, and then when Phillip throws a little tissy fit, you can do all the explaining.
Elizabeth, would you take Zach to the kitchen where Nanny Welch is?
Nanny Welch. That's got to be handy so you can kind of distinguish between all the other nannies that quit right before her. What is it about you, Big Al? How come you can't hang on to really good help? Is it your personality? Your winning personality?
Lizzie, now, please.
Come on, Zach.
You know, I have a piece of advice for you. The next time Harley decides to let Zach make a visit, tell her to call me first. If I can't pick him up, I'll make sure that someone does.
That sounds good, Big Al. Maybe it can be the chauffeur. The chauffeur can pick up the kid and drop it off with the nanny, and the nanny can hand the kid off to the cook.
At least my servants are law-abiding, which is more than some people I know.
Like their employer.
No, don't you have somewhere you need to go? Like the police station where you can commit more acts of corruption? Or maybe that den of iniquity that you and Harley call home?
Well, Al, I would stake my home life and my home with Harley against this dysfunctional mansion of yours any day of the week. I'll see you around, Big Al.
Do you really want to have this conversation now? With Rick in that room dying? Because I certainly do not.
Harley, I don't want to have it at all. I came down here just to be with Rick. I said something to you in an effort to console you, and you got insulted and jumped down my throat.
You're right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I've been here all night.
I know.
I'm a little testy.
I understand. Me too. Sorry.
It's just that sometimes you do sweep in and you take control of situations, and you think you're being helpful, but sometimes you're really not.
I know that, and I'm trying to be better, okay? That's something that I'm working on. I'm trying very hard to back off and let people make decisions for themselves. I gave you the file on Gus, didn't I?
And I appreciate that.
I could have read it, but I didn't.
And I appreciate that, too.
Trusted you to do the right thing. Trusted you to read it and proceed in a logical fashion.
Read it?
Huh?
You thought that I would read that file?
Yeah, of course. You did. You didn't?
Of course I didn't. I gave it back to Gus and I asked him to tell me what was in it.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
And he did. He told me everything.
And you just believed him?
Well, why wouldn't I?
Because he's a documented liar that perjured himself on the witness stand? He didn't even admit that he had a criminal background until I pushed him into it. And then when he's finally confronted with it, all he's got to do is give you some kind of nonsense story and you just take it at face value. What is wrong with you?
Your will be done. Yes. How many times did I ask you to guide me? Give me a sign, that's what I said. Or better yet, you make the decision, you bear the burden, but no, you wanted me to look inside myself. Find the answer inside yourself. Well, I did. I turned off the alarm on the ventilator, and I flipped the switch to off. He's dead. Richard's dead. He wanted it that way. He begged me, Lord. When he could speak, he said, "Help me die." And when he couldn't, he implored me with his eyes. Those eyes. Those eyes so full of pain. He asked out of love. I know you know that. It wasn't out of cowardice or selfishness or fear. It was pure love. He didn't want Cassie to suffer anymore. He wanted to end her agony as well as his own. He made his decision, and I made mine. From a place of love and compassion and respect. That's what you teach, and that's what I practiced. So, what I did, it wasn't wrong. It must be right. Please tell me it was right. Oh, Richard. Oh, Richard. Oh. Is this a dream?
Do you feel that?
Yes.
And that? Do you feel that? Does that feel like a dream?
Best dream I ever had.
Cassie, darling, you have to look out for yourself. And you can't let sadness ever overcome you. I would hate that more than anything.
I
Ever since the first time I saw you on the beach.
Yes, you were taken by my crown, I know. Come on, admit it, the truth.
Truth. I didn't care about the crown. I didn't care about the jewels. I didn't care about any of those things.
You didn't, I knew that. You were the first person. The only person to love me. Just for myself.
I don't know. I think if Dwayne would have stayed in Texas, he would have broke a few hearts.
Now, Dwayne would always come home to his woman, Stella.
We've had some fun, haven't we?
We've had a lot of fun. We've had adventure. We've had so much joy. You've given me so much in such a short period. You know, more than most people get to experience in their whole lives. And I owe you so much, Cassie. I owe you everything. And if I could, I would repay you with the stars, with the moon, with heaven itself, to keep you safe, warm and loved like you should be your whole life.
I'd settle for just you. And more joy. And more adventure. And a lifetime of raising our children. Growing old together. You're all I'll ever want.
And you are more than I ever dared to want. You always were and you always will be.
Promise me. Richard, promise me that we're going to keep teaching each other. Bringing out the best in each other, and that we're going to keep loving each other.
We're a part of each other. I know that now.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me you just let Arturo talk his way out of a criminal record? You didn't even try to find out the facts?
You told me. Do what you think is best. I know you'll make the right choice. Stupid me, I thought you meant that.
No, clearly I'm the stupid one, because I foolishly assumed that you would use your head and think like the legal professional you're supposed to be and not some love-crazed schoolgirl.
Why do you always have to do this? Why do you have to create a problem where there isn't one? Don't you have enough drama in your life as it is?
You think this is drama? You think the welfare of my child and Rick's child is drama?
Hey, they're my children,
Well, then why don't you
too.
act like it? Why don't you act like the protective mother you're supposed to be and quit sticking your head in the sand?
Oh, my God. You told... Do you remember what you told me when we were getting divorced? You told me that you thought I was tough on people, especially you. And you know, I took that to heart. I did a lot of soul searching after that. And you were right.
Yeah.
You were right. I am too tough on people because people are not perfect. I'm not perfect. Gus isn't perfect. And God knows neither are you.
That observation was made in a slightly different context.
Yeah, that context where I'm supposed to forgive you for your infidelity, but that's something he did like 10 years ago.
What forgiveness? We're divorced. And you know what? Yes. If Gus's mistake could in any way threaten my son, that's right. You don't just let it go.
Son, you're this, you're that. It's always about you. Well, you know what, Phillip? You don't get to change the game because you don't like the results. You told me to do what I thought was right with that file, and I didn't. You don't like that. Tough.
We haven't been checked in a while. Oh my God.
Joshua, it's me. I'm at the hospital. I can't seem to locate Cassie, and it's important. Do you think maybe you could try to find her because she She needs to be here. I think she needs to be here. So, call my cell.
Reva?
Oh.
Do you want a little company?
Yeah, Lily, sit.
I'm certainly glad there's a chapel on a day like this. How are you holding up?
I'm fine. I'm fine. How's Rick?
He's not good. You know, sitting the way you have been with Richard and watching someone you love suffer like he is, feeling as helpless, it's crushing. It takes a great deal out of you, so you have to take care of yourself, all right?
Yeah, that's why I sent Cassie away, so she could rest and recharge.
It was very loving. It was very caring of you. Because if she'd had to see him suffer that stroke and watch that horrific pain,
she'd have understood.
Understood?
Nothing. I'm babbling. These last few hours have been really difficult, Lily, and
I know. Look, I'll go up and sit with Richard. And, when you're ready, you come on up, okay?
no, it's all right. I'm ready now. Come on, Richard, give me a pulse. Oh my God, Richard, who did this to you?
You know what? As far as I'm concerned, this issue is so done.
Not even close. So tell me, did Gus give you any specifics, or did he just sort of dance around the issue?
No, he gave me specifics.
Really? What did he tell you?
Well, I'm not telling you. That is privileged information, okay? Nobody knows what's in that file, and they shouldn't, not even you.
This guy has got you so wrapped around his finger.
You are so condescending.
You know what? You are so infatuated with this little weasel that you would put him ahead.
Do I ever ask you about Beth? Do I ever comment on her multiple personalities? No, I never tell her.
When I gave you the file, I take them all back, because clearly I was wrong to trust you. It's not a mistake that I will make again.
Of course!
Whoa. Kids, what's the problem? What's the matter? What's happening?
The problem, Itoro, is you. Your attitude, your record, and your proximity to my son.
Whoa. But I thought that we were cool. You know, something first you, and then your father. I'm really starting to get sick of the whole Spalding superiority
Well,
thing.
then leave town. That's the only way you'll get any peace.
Is that right? No, this is good. This is good. It's all getting out in the open. That's good. But I'm sure you'll agree this is probably the wrong place to do it. So why don't you and me step outside, then we can take care of this the simple way, okay? What do you say?
Gus, right now there is nothing in this world I'd like better than to take you out there and beat you to a bloody pulp.
Bring it on! Bring it on! Bring it on! But first I gotta warn you, I don't do fisticuffs. Like you prep school powder puffs. Hear that rhyme? I fight street style.
No, Gus, as tempting as you make that sound, I'm gonna handle this a different way. I'm gonna handle you the way I should have handled you from the beginning.
Hey. What exactly does that mean? That little 180 you saw in there, that is classic Phillip Spalding. You know, first he tells me to do things my way, then he throws a fit because my way wasn't his way, then he turns around and does it his way anyway.
Okay,
Whatever I just said.
Honey, you know what he does. He does this, you know, tries to make a little trouble so people can remember how important he thinks he is.
That describes him to a T.
All right, so what are you getting so upset about? It's just a little more of the same, right?
I wish I could have that attitude. I really do. I wish I could just ignore him, but...
What?
I don't know. I got the impression when he was walking away that he's planning something.
Like what?
I don't know. That's what worries me.
All right, you know what? To hell with it. I'm going to the Spalding
What?
Vigilante. I'm
No,
gonna go talk to them man to man. Yeah.
No, because I already caused enough trouble with my venting to Phillip. No.
But you're allowed to vent. That's what I'm trying to say. You should be allowed to
Okay, but you
say whatever you
know,
wanna
we need
say.
to cool it from now on in. We really just need to play it cool, okay? We cannot add any more fuel to that fire.
Fire, man. That's not a bad idea. We should just burn the mansion down, and that would divert Philip's attention.
Are you crazy?
Yeah. I'm kidding. I was kidding.
I mean, I know. I know you were kidding. I just mean that sometimes you don't always think things through, you know? And you think that the end justifies the means. And all I mean is that wouldn't work in a situation like this, okay?
Yeah. Okay. I think that I should probably...
No, don't say it. Move out? Is that what you were gonna say?
Now you're reading my mind.
I'm sorry. What did you mean before when you said that, something about Alan? Was he there when you dropped Zach off? Did he give you a hard time again?
What do you think?
So now it's Alan and Phillip on the warpath, probably together. Great. And you know, I started off this day trying to be so nice to that idiot. You know, I have half a mind to go over to that house and take my kid back just to spite him.
Give me the key.
What key?
You know what key.
Oh, yes, the key to Gus Itoro's file. Why the sudden about-face,
Just
Phillip?
give me the key.
Did you finally realize that I was right, or was it something more specific? Here. I leave you to read in peace.
How did this happen? What the hell happened to the machines? Oh. Come on.
It's Richard, oh my God.
Thank you. Thank you for loving me so well and keeping me safe.
Go to sleep now. I'll watch out for you. I'll always watch out for you.
You swear?
I will watch out for you, Cassie. And you have your family. You will never be alone. Cassie, I want you to thank your sisters. Thank your sister Reva for what she's done for us. She's a very brave woman, you know. be watching out